The Sports Scouting Report with Lee Greene, brought to you by Harvey Autos in Shreveport, Bossier City, the name you've trusted for years. Geico, the insurance savings you expect. Supreme Chevrolet. Expect more from Supreme Automotive Group and Gonzalez. Total Car Care, tire shop and automotive repair in Baton Rouge. Bollinger Shipyards, 75 years of delivering high-quality vessels. Here's your host, Lee Greene.
Hi everyone, Lee Greene with the Sports Scouting Report podcast here at Harvey Toyota in Bossier City, Louisiana. I really love interviewing these high schools here in Bossier and also Shreveport, but I really love interviewing a guy that's been around longer than me doing this. And he's been doing Shreveport football for a long time, and I got a chance to meet him when he was at Airline. I got a chance to meet him when he was at Fair Park, and now he's at Loyola Prep High School. I got a chance to see him last year. I was at his playoff game against Episcopal. I gave him that handshake before things got really serious, before team. But Mike Greene, man.
Hey, it's always great to see you.
Thank you, Mike.
I appreciate you having me.
Still doing it.
Yes.
Tell everybody how many years you've been coaching now.
Well, 87. So, and I was never good in math. So, well, it'll be 40 years and
Isn't that amazing?
27. Yeah, it goes by so fast. And I tell them I've seen my kids grow, and everybody now grandkids are coming to the games, and it flies. But when you're having fun, time flies.
And there's nothing like football.
Oh yes.
What will we do? What will we do?
I have no idea. In the off season, I turn on the TV. I walk around in circles in my bedroom sometimes.
I called Mike last year, and I think you were out AC, and I didn't have AC.
Oh yes.
And I don't know. I can't remember when it was. A storm had come or whatever.
Yes.
Because we get them Baton Rouge. I'll get them here.
Yes.
And I think we're talking football. Like, well, we can cut the grass. We can. I don't know. I don't go to the library very much. I go fishing every now and then, but it's my biggest hobby is football.
Sure, that's what we do, and it is. We were sitting on the phone. I remember we're both sweating, and we're talking on the phone, but that's what we do. That's our life, and
enjoy helping kids and
that's right, it's
mentoring them
exactly. And then they come back, and you enjoy when they make it big time, and we've had some, but just being good people. They come back and say, "Coach, I hadn't missed a day of work in 6 years, and it's all because you wouldn't let us miss practice, and you stayed." Yeah. Those are the things that you do it for. Coach,
all the great coaches have come from this era. Billy Don McCaffrey, the late Lee Hedges. I hated hearing that he passed away.
Yes, good man.
Captain Shreve, and you've had coaches all over the city and in Shreveport, Bossier, and it's a special group of coaches in this state, isn't it? I mean, we got some great coaches in Louisiana.
And I heard Coach Dunn say, and good people.
Yeah.
People you want your kids to be around.
Yeah.
And, there's no one you don't run into as we get older, and they always bring up a coach that did this or said this, and it changed their way of their life. And, it's fun. I knew in kindergarten where I was going, and it was because Coach Catniece was there, and you're going here, and they had it, and that was just, you wanted your kids and you wanted to be around good people.
I'm glad you shared that, Coach, because when I was in kindergarten, my teacher made me write on a sheet of paper, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I put on it, I want to be in football in some level. And she said, pick something that's realistic.
Don't you want to go show her?
And I said, I want to pull out that paper that's in some box that's got, dust on it somewhere.
Oh,
But I'm like, what?
I did very well, and you stayed with it.
Yeah, and you knew.
Oh, yes.
As a kindergartner.
Sure. And I had third grade, I had books, I was drawing plays in the third grade.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is. It's just, there's nothing, that's why I believe you live right, and God has it planned out for you.
Who was your mentor to get you into this? Was it your dad? Was it somebody in your family?
I just played, Coach Catniece, and then I was coming up, Coach Renata, Coach Alan Carter. I mean, there were so many, Coach James Farah, who I played baseball with. Just the men that I looked up to, it was always athletics, and they were good people. And there was a little bit from everybody I took.
Yeah.
Jim Wells was my baseball coach
Jim Wells.
Oh yes, he was there in my senior year.
Well, you played at Centenary, right?
Yeah, played for James Fair.
You mind if we talk about that when we come back?
I'd love to.
Baseball.
Yes.
You're a baseball player at Centenary.
Exactly.
We'll be back. We'll talk about Mike's baseball career at Centenary and also how hard it is to coach at a private or 1A, 2A school, because if you don't have numbers, well, you really have to make it work. You might not have 20 on the offense. You might have the same 10 or 11 guys. And you got one punter on the team, maybe none, and maybe one quarterback, right, on the whole roster. We'll talk about that when we come back.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Welcome back. Lee King with the Sports Scouting Report podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, share. We're at Harvey Toyota, Subaru, Lexus. Man, I'm going to tell you, if you need a vehicle, I'm actually leaving one today, back to Baton Rouge. And I'm excited about it. Coach, I had a car.
Can I ride with you?
Yeah, you want to ride? You want to do the little ride? But I had a vehicle for 12 years, so I keep my vehicles for a long time, and I think I had 3 tires on it the last time I saw it. I'm in a rental right now, so. But good. I'm glad you're here, and talk about, for the older coaches watching that can feel the pain in the years, the part of this of trying to make it work when you got 20 kids coming out, or 18 or 19 or 25.
And especially with the heat.
Yeah.
And you go in, and we're up with Captain Shreve. We had to play North DeSoto early in the year.
Have 100 each.
Yeah, and it's hard, but there's something about when you start doing that, the kids expect it. And that's what I tell our seniors. Do you want to be over here and they have the ball on the last drive for a district championship? We got to hold them, and you're hoping that a freshman or a sophomore's out there when you spent your 4 years, and that's what they do. And it's tough on them, but it's a state of mind that they get in. And and I've told them the years that we've had a lot of success, it's been a lot of guys. Even at Airline, we had guys going both ways. So you want your athletes out there, and it gives the younger ones time to grow and get there.
Really, it's old school then.
Well, yeah, basically.
Because back when you were playing and I was playing,
yeah,
nobody got any time off.
Oh, yes. You were lucky if you broke a bone in your hand or something.
And you go back out there. They wrap it up and go out, back out.
And go play.
I remember, you would love this, Coach. I was with an ex-LSU linebacker about 3 months ago. He started for LSU against Notre Dame when they had Joe Theismann.
Oh, yeah.
I love these old stories.
Oh.
And it was on ABC when it was 3 channels, right? And Notre Dame was supposed to win, and LSU was, should have beat them every year. But he said he broke his teeth the first play. Oh. Teeth fell out. Goes to the sideline, and his coach says, "You ready to go back?" First play of the game, broke both his teeth.
Oh, I believe.
He played the rest of the game missing 3 teeth.
Hey, you can ask my dentist now. I've had baseballs in my mouth. That's why I'm making dentists rich around here now.
They didn't have the face mask back then.
But I've seen coaches that had a cigarette on the sidelines and would get mad and thump it. I've seen it hit a guy's face mask and bounce around.
That's crazy.
Thinking about
right.
that was just.
And then it's fun when it's over.
Oh yes. It makes you a stronger person. That's just it. They loved them. Would kill for those guys.
Speaking of baseball,
yes.
You played baseball a little bit at Centenary.
Yeah.
Now Centenary has football.
Oh, I know.
What do you think of that? I mean, you went to school there.
I think that's how a school gets. You get excited about. Well, look at the schools that start winning, and then all of a sudden, I mean, it's money for everybody. I watched the Manziel little documentary and talking about the money, and it just grows. And I think that'd be great for Centenary, get people excited.
Centenary, Byron Dawson, who's the head coach, went to Evangel Christian. Keandre Woodtee went to Parkway as main recruiter, quarterback.
Yes.
They're getting everybody commit that's not going to LSU, it seems, and Tech.
Sure. It's a great opportunity, these Division III guys, because it's so hard to get recruited nowadays.
Coach, we're going to take a break, come back and wrap it up with Coach Mike Greene, head coach of Loyola Prep High School in Shreveport, Louisiana. We'll be right back.
Supreme Chevrolet. Expect more from Supreme Automotive Group and Gonzalez. Total Car Care. tire shop and automotive repair in Baton Rouge.
Welcome back. Lee Greene, your host of the Sports Scouting Report podcast. Harvey Toyota, Subaru, Lexus here in Bossier City. Thank you, Tommy, for letting us to use the facilities. And big fan of high school, college football. And I know this gentleman, Coach Greene's a big fan. I'm a big fan. I love the game. I love baseball. I love it all. Coach was at Centenary as a baseball player, and has coached a long time, over 40 years. It's hot, Coach.
Oh.
You've been around 40 years.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it's always been hot, but this is another hot.
But the stretch that we're having.
Right. It's incredible, huh?
It gets 98 and you're going, oh, thank you. It's a little, we get a break. But the stretch, where you can look, the grass is burning up, and turf gets really hot at about 103.
Yeah, and then they're saying spring, the jamborees could be over 100?
109. They're talking a week from this Friday, 109.
That might mean a discussion on.
Spring, let's go indoor.
Yeah, indoor
spring.
Spring, yeah. Indoor jamboree.
Yeah, there you go.
Because you got to play your freshmen and all those guys, and you got your parents coming out, grandparents.
Sure. And that affects all of it. And when it gets that hot, that's ridiculous.
Coach, college football, and I know you watch college football a lot. Future of Kelly, what do you think of Kelly at LSU?
Oh, I think, I think he does a great job. I watched him, I followed him. I think they're going to be good. I think they had that first year learning. I look for them to be dangerous the next few years.
Coach Laird at Northwestern State, and then Tech. Coach Cumbie, Sonny Cumbie.
Yes, Brad, and I've known Brad forever, and does a great job. I want him to have that really good year because I think everybody's pulling for him. It's just so tough.
I know.
And Tech, all those, and that's. I'm getting excited talking about it. It's here.
And plus, during that COVID time, like the Southland Conference teams had to play every 6 months. They kind of butted up. And it wasted 2 years.
Sure it did.
But you had to play.
Yes.
But it was overplaying, I think, and then you lost a lot of guys.
Sure you did.
But now we're past that. But Coach, who's your favorite team to watch besides LSU? Do you have another one?
You know what? I always root for the underdog, but I loved watching, TCU this year and those guys. But my daughter went to Arkansas. I follow Arkansas. Any SEC game is exciting to me, and you always pull for LSU, but you like the other ones too.
I don't want to leave anybody out, and I did this on purpose. So the last question I have for Coach is this. What do you think of your team at Loyola Prep in general, without having to say any names, so we don't get in trouble leaving somebody out?
Sure. I like this bunch. It's a small group, 8 seniors, but if we can get in shape, because going both ways is tough. I like them. I think by week 5 that it's going to be a good bunch.
A lot of them back from the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
So they experienced it on the road.
Yes, sir. And we're excited. Coaches, we're very excited about it.
And the potential of having 1 or 2 different quarterbacks, depending on who can take the job, and then one doesn't win it, the other one will start somewhere else.
Got them. Yes, that's right. They're going to be out there.
Every hand on deck to get the job done.
And that's fun. You become close. You're working with them every day. It's fun.
Y'all have beautiful facilities at Loyola. It's a great school, and I love the turf field. I love where it's at.
It's fun.
And it's unique parking by the stadium.
Yes.
It's a great game. I love the Green Oaks games. Oh, y'all have had some battles with Green Oaks.
Some wars, yes, and then overtime for district championship. Yes, it's fun, and there's a lot of respect between the players and the coaches, and it's good, hard-fought games.
Mike, thank you, man.
Hey, thank you. I really appreciate
you doing it, and
you bet.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you this year.
Thank you.
Mike Greene, head coach for Loyola Prep High School in Shreveport, longtime coach, and we've got to get through that heat this year. We're going to do it. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. We'll see you on the next show.
Thanks for watching the Sports Scouting Report with Lee Greene.